Some animals have abilities that shouldn't be possible. Abilities that challenge what science says should exist. And yet, they're real. Nature doesn't always follow logic. Sometimes it creates animals with abilities that seem impossible to explain. From creatures that sense what we can't see, to animals that survive conditions that should kill instantly. These are animals with abilities that shouldn't be possible. And one of the most unbelievable starts with an ability humans could never survive. This is the Antarctic icefish. It lives in the Southern Ocean, where water temperatures drop below freezing. How does it survive without turning into a fish cycle? Simple, it evolved a natural antifreeze in its blood. But that's not even the impossible part. Look closely, this fish is almost transparent. That's because it has no red blood cells, zero, for almost any other vertebrate. That's a death sentence. Our red blood cells carry oxygen. Without them, we'd suffocate in minutes. But the icefish doesn't need them. The water here is so cold and oxygen-rich that oxygen dissolves directly into its blood plasma. It gets what it needs just by existing. It's a ghost fish, surviving in a way that should be biologically impossible, thriving in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Now, from the freezing depths to a world of total darkness. Meet the star-nosed mole. This bizarre-looking creature has one of the most sophisticated touch organs in the entire animal kingdom. That fleshy star on its nose has 22 appendages, covered in over 25,000 microscopic sensory receptors called Eimer's organs. This allows it to see its underground world through touch. But it's the speed that's truly mind-blowing. The star-nosed mole can identify and eat a piece of food in less than a quarter of a second. That's faster than the human eye can even register. Its brain processes touch information so fast, it essentially creates a high-speed 3D tactile movie of its surroundings. It's the fastest forager on the planet, a creature that touches its world into existence at a speed our minds can barely comprehend. From touching at the speed of thought, let's move to a creature that performs physics calculations instinctively. This is the archerfish. It hunts insects and small animals that are sitting on leaves above the water. How does it get them? It shoots them down with a highly pressurized jet of water from its mouth. This isn't just spitting, it's precision marksmanship. The archerfish has to account for the refraction of light as it passes from air to water, which distorts the apparent position of its prey. It instinctively calculates the correct angle and force needed to knock its meal into the water, even adjusting for the height and weight of the target. It's like having a built-in physics calculator in its brain. Imagine having to solve a complex trajectory problem every time you wanted a snack. For the archerfish, it's just another Tuesday. Next, we venture into the night sky, a world dominated by a master of sound. The Mexican free-tailed bat is a marvel of echolocation. While many bats use sound to navigate and hunt, these bats take it to an extreme level. They live in colonies of millions, and when they emerge at night, the sky becomes a chaotic swirl of sound waves. To hunt in this acoustic mess, they've developed an incredible ability. Not only can they track a tiny moth in complete darkness, but they can also jam the echolocation of other competing bats. They emit a specific ultrasonic frequency that interferes with their rival's signal, making their competitor blind at the crucial moment of attack. It's a sonic dogfight, a battle of signals and counter-signals happening at frequencies we can't even hear. It's biological warfare fought with sound. Let's dive back underwater, but this time, we're looking for an animal that sees with electricity. This is the elephant-nosed fish. It lives in the murky, muddy rivers of Africa where vision is almost useless. So it evolved a different way to perceive its world. It has a special organ in its tail that generates a weak electric field around its body. Any object that enters this field, a rock, a plant, or potential prey, distorts it. Receptors all over its skin detect these distortions, and its oversized brain translates these signals into a 3D electric image. It can distinguish between living and non-living objects, and even identify different types of insect larvae based on their unique electrical properties. It doesn't see with its eyes, it sees with an electric aura, painting a picture of a world hidden in complete darkness. Finally, we meet the master of illusion, the cuttlefish. Calling its ability camouflage is a massive understatement. The cuttlefish doesn't just change color. It changes texture and pattern in real time. Its skin contains millions of pigment sacs called chromatophores, which it can expand or contract instantly. This allows it to blend perfectly with sand, rock, or seaweed in the blink of an eye, but it gets even crazier. They can display moving, hypnotic patterns to mesmerize prey or confuse predators, and they even use their skin for communication, flashing complex messages to each other that scientists are only just beginning to understand. It's like having a high-definition, dynamic billboard for skin. One side of its body might be perfectly camouflaged to hide from a shark, while the other side is sending a romantic message to a potential mate. It's a level of biological technology that seems straight out of a sci-fi movie. Nature doesn't follow rules, it creates them. And these animals prove that evolution can be stranger than science fiction. From fish that live without blood to moles that see with touch, the impossible is happening all around us. If you want to discover more creatures with abilities that shouldn't exist, watch the next video, and don't forget to subscribe. Because the impossible is only getting started.